Hey guys, today I'm doing a giant book haul. I have 23 books here and it cost me $5.50. Okay, so if you want to know why it was so cheap, this is a local library book sale that happens every year at not the library I go to, but it's somewhat near me. So they were having a sale where the young adult and children's books were all 25 cents per book, and also the adult paperbacks were 25 cents, and then the adult hardcovers were $1, but I don't think I bought any of those. I just bought like young adult. First off, I got a movie, which was The Help, and I almost no, this is a movie. I got the book at this same book sale last year, and so now I have the book and the movie, and I'm not gonna watch this probably until I read the book. I'm not sure, I may, we'll see, but I've heard such amazing things about this movie that I saw it for $1. Oh yeah, the DVDs were $1, and I had to get it. So most of these books are library books. Some of them are like brand new, like half-price books types of things, but like most of them are library. The first two books I got were Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and so I already have the series and like the new covers, but I'm also slowly collecting the hardcover original covers. So this was 50 cents. Can you believe that? They're like in perfect condition. Next, I got Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. I already have the first and second books, but they're in paperback, and it was gonna bother me so much that the first two were in paperback and the last one was in hardcover because I didn't want to wait until the last one came out in paperback to buy it. So when I saw this for 25 cents, I couldn't resist. Next is The Spindlers by Lauren Oliver, and I saw this, it was actually free. This was actually at my library, this wasn't at this same sale, but they have like a shelf of free books, and I saw this because it was by Lauren Oliver and I was like, ooh, I want to read that. Next is My Name is Fallon by, I think, Kim Weiss. I don't know how to say her last name. I read the description of this book and I was like, I have to read that. Because if you know me at all, you know that I love Scotland so much. So this is a historical fiction novel, and it's about a 14-year-old girl who lives in Scotland, and she's forced to live in Texas. And if you don't know, I live in Texas and I love Scotland, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to read this. I have to. It sounds so good and I can't wait to read it. Then I also got My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult, and I recently read Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, and I loved it, and I've had my eye on the movie for a long time for this, so when I saw like the basically brand new paperback, I thought I would grab it and maybe read it someday and then watch the movie. I also got a hardcover copy of The Witch of Blackbird Pond by Elizabeth George Spear. I'm actually currently reading this for history for school, and I am loving it so much, and I'm almost done with it, which is really sad, but I'm really loving it, and now I have my own copy. This book is so good, and if you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it. It's so great. And then I also got The Zombie Survival Guide, Complete Protection from the Living Dead by Max Brooks. I need this because what if a zombie apocalypse happens? I'll be safe because I have this book. I love the TV show The Walking Dead, and I also am loving Fear the Walking Dead, the spin-off from that TV show, and I just love zombies, and I'm really happy to have this book because I've seen it around, but when I saw it that I could get it for 25 cents, I was like, yes, it's mine. The next three books I got are the first three in a series, and that is the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I know I've said I don't want to read it, but I saw them for 25 cents each. I was like, okay, 75 cents. If I don't like them, then I can just get rid of them. So I got City of Bones, City of Ashes, and City of Fallen Angels. So I know this was originally going to be a trilogy, so it's probably fine to just have the first three. But I don't know if I will ever read these. For 75 cents, I thought I'd give it a chance. And I also am planning on reading the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, so if I like that trilogy, then I might pick this up, but I might not like it because I've heard it's not very good, especially compared to the other series. So I just got them because they were 75 cents, so I don't know if I'll even read them. We'll see. Okay, so I'm really excited about this one. It is Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, and it's an ARC. Oh, I saw this and I was like, oh, is that a paperback? And then I looked at it and I was like, this is one of my favorite books. It's just amazing, and I highly recommend it. If you haven't read it yet, it's on Book Outlet. You should definitely pick it up. This is a library copy, so it's not like as pretty of an ARC, but still, like, I have an ARC of one of my favorite books. It's so pretty. And you guys know I'm also not a huge fan of the Divergent trilogy by Veronica Roth, although I still like it, and I still really love the first book. I'm just not like the biggest fan of it. But when I saw the like collector's edition of Insurgent, yeah, I decided to get it. And it was a library copy. I already took the plastic off, but there are still stickers I need to work on. It's also not in very good condition. It's like all muddy. It's kind of gross, but it's got the little bookmark, and I don't know, for 25 cents. I mean, guys, I just couldn't pass it up. The next book I got is Pretties by Scott Westerfeld, and I actually already have the first 2 books in this series, and this is the second one. This is a different cover. I have like the new white covers, and lately I've just been sort of wanting to start that series, so I feel like if I start it and I really love it, then I'll like be happy to have another copy of Pretties with a different cover and everything. It's a lot smaller too, so I don't know, I just thought why not. And then I got a classic, which is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, just because I've always wanted to read this for years and years and years, and I never have, and I just feel like this is a classic piece of literature and I really need to read it, so I'm happy to finally have a copy. I also got I Am the Messenger by Marcus Zuzak, and this is a library copy, which, I mean, they're not the prettiest, but it's okay. So this is a really strange cover. I know he wrote The Book Thief, and I know I've seen this book at like Target, but it had a different cover. It was way prettier. This is like a jester kind of person. It's kind of weird. If I love The Book Thief, which I'm sure I will, then I'll read this. I also got, because it was 25 cents, Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, and I already have Clockwork Angel. Now I just need Clockwork Prince. I was planning on buying this one and Clockwork Prince from like Half Price Books for like $9 each, but to get it for 25 cents is pretty awesome. It is a library copy. I need to work on these stickers. It's kind of sticky on the side, but it's fine. It's actually in really, really awesome condition, so I'm just really excited. I can't wait to start this trilogy. I really think I'm gonna love it. I also got 1,000 Splendid Suns by an author whom I cannot pronounce his name. I only got this book because I know my friend Rachel from Rachel Hannah. She is an amazing booktuber. She's one of my best friends on here, and so this is like one of her top 5 favorite books, and so I was like, okay, I have to get it. Okay, the 4th to last book is The City of Ember by Jean Duprat. I don't know how to say her last name. Keep seeing like the movie going around, and I keep seeing this book at Half Price Books and wanting to buy it. It sounded like something I would really enjoy, so I thought I'd pick it up. Next book I got is Beautiful Redemption by Kimmy Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I got this because it was basically free, and I only have Beautiful Creatures and I haven't even finished it yet. I listened to it on audiobook, but I didn't ever finish it, and now I have the physical copy and I still haven't finished it, but I loved what I read, and so now I have the last book in the series. Now I just need Beautiful Darkness and Beautiful Chaos, so then I'll have the whole series. I don't know if I'm gonna continue on to this book, but I figured if I do, why not get it for this cheap? Okay, so the next 2 books I got are not exactly young adult. So this one is God's Little Christmas. I need a hope chest. Do you know what a hope chest is? It's like where you store stuff up for when you're married and you have kids and stuff. Like, I already have dishes and stuff my mom was getting rid of. I was like, I want that for my family someday, so I keep them all. And so I got this because I thought it would be fun to go through like 10 years from now. I don't know when, but why not? It's just like a little devotion for every day at Christmas time. I don't know, it sounded fun. Maybe I'll go through it with my younger siblings. And then I also got The Christmas Box by Richard Paul Evans. This movie is a Christmas tradition at our house. My mom loves this movie. I love this movie. If you haven't watched it, you really should. It's an awesome Christmas movie. And so I really want to read the book. And so I saw it there and I was like, I want it. It's super tiny too, like really easy to get through. And my voice is getting really tired. I'm sorry. So those are all of the books. You can see on the thumbnail I'm carrying a lot of them. I did the thumbnail beforehand while they were all stacked up. Now they're just like everywhere. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have read any of these, which one I should read first. So that is it. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!